Well, everyone, it looks to be that the next version of iOS, which is going to be iOS 16, I know we're already talking about this version when iOS 15 isn't even out fully yet, but there's going to be a pretty massive shift in iOS 16, and it's probably going to be the next version of iOS that is going to eliminate a lot of iOS users or iPhone users in general. Now, in my opinion, right, we know that the iPhone 6s and iPhone SE and 6s Plus pretty much are almost 99.99% going to be eliminated from the ecosystem. I am pretty sure of that, and it's a sad thing, but it's probably bound to happen. I don't see how iOS 16 is going to support these phones, mostly because we were surprised when iOS 15 came on the 6s, 6s Plus, and iPhone SE, as well as the other devices that have that Apple A9 chip inside of them, which isn't really a whole lot. A lot more devices have that A10 Fusion chip, but that makes me think that quite possibly could iOS 16 be that next big version of iOS with a huge massive update. There's a lot of things going on, I'm pretty sure, internally with Apple, especially after all these, like whatever that last scandal was, and Epic versus Apple and all these different things with third-party support for apps. It makes me think that 16 probably has to be a pretty massive update, especially with iOS 15 being such a minor update at that. Now, in my head, can a phone like an iPhone 7 and 7 Plus support another massive refresh of an iOS version? And in my opinion, it's 50-50. I personally think that it's really a 50-50 shot. Pretty much for the iPhone 7s and 7 Pluses, the main hope that this device will get iOS 16 is two different things. One, like I mentioned before, the amount of devices that have that Apple A10 Fusion chip inside of it, just to name a few. We have several iPads that have that chipset inside of it. We have obviously the iPhones, and we obviously had that iPod Touch that still technically has that A10 Fusion chip inside of it as well. If Apple doesn't plan on refreshing that iPod and a couple other things here and there, it's probably going to look like that device is going to be supported on iOS 15 and iOS 16 mostly because of the sheer support of those devices. Another thing that's kind of helping it is the iPhone 7 Plus, believe it or not, because that was the first iPhone to support 3 gigs of RAM. That's why I personally think that iOS 16 is really a 50-50 shot. So now it's looking like, it may support it. But when you look at the opposite side, Apple, for some reason, I don't know why they did this. It's kind of funny. They, when they announced the iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone 8, and, iPhone 10, they kind of had to change a couple things internally because that gesture-based design that iPhone 10 had meant that, Apple kind of had to change the way the iPhone worked in a little bit. Now with the 7 and 7 Plus, there's really no other device that has, a gesture-based design. If you count the iPads, it's kind of like it. But for an iPhone, there's more of a chance that the iPhone 10, 8, and 8 Plus is going to get like an extra version or two of software versus something like the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. So in that standpoint, it's like another 50-50 situation. I could see the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus also ending on iOS 15 because of this. And since we said before the 6S and 6S Plus were those devices that we weren't expecting it to get iOS 15, the iPhone 7 would have technically been the last one. So I'm saying this to tell you, I'm pretty sure iOS 16 is going to be that version of software that's pretty much going to eliminate a lot of different iPhones from their ecosystem, as well as a lot of iPads as well. We don't know for 100% fact, but that's what it's looking like to be in my opinion. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.